Look, my nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. It's a real nigga celebration. It's a dime block declaration. 59th and 5th Ave, granny house with vanilla wafers. It's the remedy to separation. Tupac of my generation. Blue pill in the fucking matrix. Red rose in the great.
Good morning. Welcome to the podcast. Qualified Survivors. My name is Jamar King.
And my name is Eric Holmes.
And we are coming to you today with some fruitful information. Today's podcast, we're going to hit on what we hit on last time, which was pretty much filing the claim, supplemental claims, which is a 0995. We're going to hit on high-level reviews. Then we're going to switch it over to entrepreneurship, hit on a little bit of trucking, mobile homes. And we're going to talk about this Christmas giveaway that we're trying to do. Meals on Wheels, we're trying to do a little bit of something, and then we're going to finish it off with an outro.
Great day.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is we're just going to pretty much go over a review of what our podcast was talking about on the last series, which we pretty much went over filing the claim. We did a filing the claim with a veteran, and I think a lot of people liked it. Okay, so like I said, today we're going to hit on pretty much filing the claim. So I'm going to let Mr. Holmes go into this bill and give y'all a little bit about what's going on.
All right, and like you said, the biggest thing is just doing the intent to file. So there's two ways that you can do an intent to file. Mm-hmm. One way is make an account online with va.gov. That is actually probably one of the most easiest and best ways to do it, because that's where you're going to be doing most of your claim. If you're more computer savvy, is going on va.gov.
Now, let me ask you a question. And what if you're not computer savvy? What's another route they can go?
Then you'll have to go and just call the 1-800-827-1000, and that's straight to the VA Benefits Administration. And once you call in there, they ask your basic information as far as in your social, your date of birth, and your branch of service. And then the first thing you just want to tell them to do is that you're just calling to do an intent to file, so you can lock in your date.
And if you was tuned into our last podcast, you would see we did one where we walked the veteran, did it live, did an intent to file. So if you didn't get a glimpse of that, go back and watch our old video. It's on YouTube, on our YouTube page, Qualified Survivors.
Yes, sir. And like you said, that's the most important thing, is that intent to file, because if you don't have all your documents now, and it may take you a little bit to go find the doctors that you may have been seeing for your back or knee or things like that. We do know that takes time. Nobody can get that overnight. So that whole time you're waiting, since you got your claim done, or since you got your intent to file, now they can back pay you from that day, instead of when you just decide to get all your information and knock it out at once.
Okay, so let me make sure I'm understanding this right. You basically telling me that the day that I filed my intent to file was the day they will back pay me from?
Yeah, well, that's the date that they will, as far as give you as
locking in your date.
Yeah, your locking date, but as far as when you wanted to file for a claim, your
right.
Effective date, that's what they call it, effective date. So
how long do you have to get all your documentation in? If people didn't tune into the last podcast, how long do you have to, once you do your intent to file, to get everything in?
You got up to a year. So once you do, if you call in today, December 4th, and lock it in, you got until December 4th of 2022. Now, they will extend you if you need some time, but when you get close to that year mark, you got to call back in, or either write a note to the VA saying, hey, I may still be waiting for my paperwork to come from the National Archives, or I'm still waiting for the doctor to send me this. So can I at least get a month or two, extension, and they'll work with you on getting that extended if you still need that information to be submitted.
Okay. That's cool. Now, another thing to hit on, piggyback off of what he was talking about, when you do your intent to file, make sure you know everything that you want to claim. If not, you can add on later. But I'm going to tell you, when you do your intent to file, what we have experienced from a lot of veterans that we helped so far is that most of the veterans is getting called back within a week to go ahead and schedule appointments and stuff like that. So just make sure you ready and you have everything that you need to, so that way you're not fumbling in the end. But like I said, you always can add on to that, but it's better to be prepared than not prepared. You feel me?
Yeah, and just to be informed, you doing the intent to file is not you submitting the claim. It's two different things. You doing the intent to file, like I said, that's only saving the date, saying that you want to fill out a claim and you want to fill out the disability. That's why I said that just saves your date. Now, once you figure out all the disabilities that you have, and you want to claim, and you have all your information, all your evidence, that's when you would fill out a 526 EZ.
Okay.
Or you either fill it out on paper for the ones that's not computer savvy, or you would finish the application online on va.gov.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not computer savvy, like you said before, you can call in. They'll do everything for you. All you got to do is talk. They'll type everything for you. So even if you can't do a computer savvy or you don't want to mail it in, you can call in. So, and they'll do it all for you. You don't have to do nothing but give them the information.
So, another way, and what was I about to say about intent to file? It was something different. Oh, okay. And now also what I was saying earlier as far as in the effective date. So a lot of people come up with questions after they get their disabilities as far as in, oh, well, they supposed to pay me back. All right. So this is how, like I said, the VA works. So if you started your claim today, if you did your intent to file December 4th, 2020-21, and you don't get your disability until November 2020-22, yes, December 4th, 2021 is your effective day, but VA always pays a month in arrear. So you will have the effective day of the 12th, but they don't pay you out until the next month.
The first of the
month.
Remember that. They don't pay you to the first, so they don't half a month.
So they don't prorate it or anything for the 26 days that was in December. They're not going to prorate it. They're just going to start your payment on January 1st, and from January 1st to November 1st, those will be the months that you'll be getting back pay, because that is a big question a lot of people have. Well, I got it back in December, so the VA don't prorate anything. They just give it to you the next month. Start the cycle over from there, because everybody gets paid off the first.
Right. That is, man, I'm telling you, that is one thing to make sure you pay attention to, because I thought when I got out that it was going to be like that. No, the VA ain't prorating nothing. They're going to give you a full month. So if you do a medical retirement like I did, then you would get paid from the Army until the VA starts to pay you. But if you're going through the process of doing your stuff while you're already out, then no, it won't be no proration. But like I said, if you do the medical retirement, the Army will pay you to the VA pickup. Or if you do a regular retirement, of course, you still get your pay. But now we're going to switch it over and turn things to pretty much a supplemental claim and high-level review. He going to give you a little bit of spill on both of those two. I'm going to ask him some questions. I'm going to ask him some questions in the meantime, just as questions I would think that y'all would ask. So I want y'all to make sure y'all dropping something below so that we can get some kind of feedback and let us know what y'all want to hear from us too, because this is the biggest thing with us doing these podcasts. We want feedback and we want to know what you want to hear. It ain't always got to be about what we want to hear. So I'm going to let them take it over with these supplemental claims.
All right. So there's 3 different appeals that you have to do when you get denied from a claim. So like he was saying, the first one is the supplemental claim, 0995. That the only way you can file a supplementary claim, for instance, I got denied for my feet. So they denied me originally. Okay,
now let me ask you a question, since you said you got denied for your feet, because I had a veteran that ran into that where they got denied back in 2013. Do that mean they still can file a supplemental claim?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it doesn't matter how long it is, you can file a supplemental claim. Now, the thing is, you can't think that you're going to get, if they do grant you it, they're not going to give you back pay from 2013.
Right.
The only way that works is every time after you get denied from a claim, you have up to a year to appeal it. So you have up to a year, and that's to get the back pay, the portion. Right. You still have amount of time to file it, but to get the back pay so they can correct it, you have up to a year.
Right.
So since I just got denied last month for my feet. I know that maybe that I had some medical evidence that wasn't submitted as far as in from an outside provider. That's when I would submit the new and irrelevant evidence. That's what the supplementary claim is. You have to submit new and irrelevant evidence that was not in your original claim. Now, if they may have missed something, that's where you go into a high level review.
Okay.
And that's where sometimes a lot of veterans go through this, where they know the documents is in their medical records or something, and you just think that the VA may have missed it. So you just want to do a high level review, and that's just where somebody's above the person that was rating your disability, that was looking over it. Somebody takes a second look to make sure that there wasn't no errors or things like that. Right. And with that, they have I think it's up to 120 days, so that claim goes a little bit quicker because it's a process. And then you can also have somebody review it, like a review board for the high level review. But with that one, like I said, you don't need no new and irrelevant evidence.
Now let me ask you a question. Remember how I was just hitting on the fact of the VA gonna get back to you fast when it comes to your intent to file, but that don't mean they gonna get back to you fast when it comes to reviewing your stuff. The longer they review it, that's better for you, because that means they making sure they crossing their T's and dotting their I's and they hitting every avenue. So if they reviewing it for a long period of time, look at it as a positive. Don't sit there and let that stuff phase you, because it can get to you if you let it.
Yeah, because if the VA want to deny you, they'll deny your ass quick.
No problems.
Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Talking about faster than anything, you feel me? Yeah. A lot of good and valuable information, but I'm gonna come back in and we're gonna change directions, and we're gonna switch it up to entrepreneurship now, man. Y'all got a lot of good information on what we talked about. Like I said, if you want to, drop something down below so you can give us some kind of information or feedback. Yeah. And even if you got some gems, you know what I'm saying, we accept information. We don't just think that we know everything. So if you another veteran expert that knows some information that we missing, drop it down low, so you know what I'm saying, we can go do a video on it. You know what I'm saying? All feedback is good feedback. And now we're gonna go ahead and turn it on over to the entrepreneur side, and he gonna do a little bit of spill on trucking, just in case any of you veterans out here might want to drive trucks or don't know what you want to do once you get out the military. I know it's times where we get out and all we know is military, so we're not used to changing and navigating and adapting to everything else. So this is just an option for you. Like we talked about previously before, you can do schooling, but truck schooling, he gonna give you a little bit of benefits because he went through it himself. So this is firsthand. So he gonna give you a little spill on that too. So I'm gonna let Mr. Holmes get back on this mic and drop some knowledge on y'all.
Yeah. So like he said, man, it's a scary thing when you get out of the military, especially when we got to go through all them out processes and you really don't know which avenue you may want to go. When I got out, the only thing I knew was that I had my benefits. I can go to school for something, and they'll pay me for it. But if I was a little bit smarter, instead of me going to school, I would have got some of these certificates to kind of just build up my resume just a little bit more. Even though the VA did help me get my master's and bachelor's, I wish I would have got my CDLs before that, because it'll pay more than the master's that I got. So for the veterans, the ones that's getting or deciding to get out or just don't know, there is a program out there for us military, for us veterans, to obtain our CDLs. So if you go on to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administrator website, also known as FMCSA, they have there's a waiver for veterans. Now you have to do this within the first year of you getting out of the military. Okay. After that, it's not gonna work. You're just gonna have to use your GI Bill.
So now let me ask you a question. What does this waiver consist of?
It's just a paper you'll fill out. Now you have to have your military license, as far as in the vehicles that you may have drove in the military. So you have to have that signed, so you can present it. And
so that license you get. So what he's saying is that license you get from that motor pool, make sure you keep that, or before you get out, make sure you get a copy of that before you clear the motor pool.
Yes, sir. And so
and
what this? No, you go.
Well, what that? Because I'm asking questions because this is something that I might be interested in learn for the future. So when it comes to the waiver is just pretty much representing that. Now I'm asking the question: is it representing that you can get what is it? Pretty much. I know you fill out an application, but what is it? What are you getting from it if you doing it? Be doing it within the first year.
All right. So what it helps. It really takes a lot of stress off, because what it's doing is, by you doing this waiver, it's knocking out the skills part. Mm-hmm. So they're giving you 2 years of experience, so you don't have to do the skill part. Like what I had to do, for example, since I didn't I waited past my year of me getting out. Mm-hmm. When I went to CDL school, I had to do my skills, which consist of parallel park, offset driving, offset parking, and straight backing. Those are the 3, and then of course the driving test. Now, with you filling out this waiver, they knock that out, and all you got to do is just pass the computer test.
Man, too simple. Too simple. They just pretty much gave you.
Yeah.
They just pretty much gave you the cheat code.
Yeah. So it definitely you gotta use this for use your benefits, man. That's what people don't understand. You don't have to do the whole 20 years in the military. Hey, do your first contract, get all these benefits under your belt, and learn to be. I mean, not everybody got to be an entrepreneur, but trust me, you can.
Now let's say this too. We're not knocking nobody that do the 20 years. We don't got nothing against you. We respect everything you doing. But everybody might not make it 20 years, so make sure you keep an open mind to that. And then on top of that, everybody might not be doing it just for to be a lifer. They might be doing it to build some structure within their life.
Yes, and I give a better overview. So with the waiver, it's the program allows drivers with 2 years experience, safety, operating heavy vehicle, military vehicles, to obtain a CDL, commercial driver's license, without taking the driver's the skills. And like I said, that's not the hardest, but it's one. It's something that if you can avoid it, I mean, why not? It save you a lot of time and money. And then it says the program is also available in every state. Mm-hmm. So to the date, it says more than 40,000 service members and veterans have taken advantage of this waiver. Right. So, it's more. Mm-hmm. And then it also, military personnel can use the skill test waiver if currently licensed and are employed within the past year. So like I said, you have up to a year from when you're getting out. So definitely, we're going to drop the link below as far as where you can obtain this link and where you can get this waiver. So, for the ones that may not know, what their venture may be after the military, this is just, one idea that we want to throw out there so that you can use your benefits to get it.
Okay. I hear him. He dropping them down. He dropping them bombs, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and utilize this information. We know everybody won't, but the ones that do, you know what I'm saying? We hope that it benefits you in a way. Do you want to get any more spill on the trucking?
It's just me getting out of the military. I always thought about, I can't be no truck driver. They be gone too much. They drive too much. They do this, that. It's just a lot of just negativity. But it's really not. Good thing about the trucking business right now, it's not enough truckers out there. So it's they need truckers so they can move these freights. And then shoot, all the driving we've been doing in the military, I mean, we was getting paid, but we ain't getting paid like this. Right. I said most jobs starting you off about 80, 90,000, to be a truck driver.
It's millions and millions of dollars in this trucking. And the thing about it is, another thing that he haven't hit on for y'all, you don't have to go do it for somebody. You can start your own organization and do it for yourself and make all the money. All you have to do is what? What do you have to do to be able to do it for yourself? What you need to have as far as for your team? What you need? What kind of support team do you need to have? Like when I say, like, as far as being able to get the job scheduled and stuff like that.
Oh, the computer. This is basically, how easy it is. A lot of people may think that there's a lot that go into it. It's just some people just don't like to do that extra work. Mm-hmm. But if you can just operate a computer or even your app on your phone, then you can be under your own authority. That's where you're your own boss. You make your own schedules. You make your own routes. All you have to do is go on an app, a trucking app, They have different loads there, and you just call the broker up and say, hey, can just basically place a bid on that contract, and if you win, hey, you get that contract, you get that load secured, and like my homeboy said, rest in peace, Sergeant Davis. Hey, let's get this money train going.
Yeah, exactly. And now check this out. You don't even have to do it in a big truck. You could do it in a box truck, or you can do it
In a dually.
in a dually.
That's
Long shot, or what they call hot
shot.
shot. That's what they call a hot shot. You can do it in a hot
Yeah.
shot. And everything ain't gotta be in the big truck. So if you don't feel comfortable driving the big truck, get you a pickup truck. Do it that way. You don't gotta just do it one way.
And you don't have to obtain your CDLs. Obtaining your CDLs is just a plus.
And it'll get you better. It'll get you better routes and more money. You feel me? All right, y'all heard him. Man, that was a lot of valuable information. And as you can see, you don't have to just do it with just the trucks. You know what I'm saying? The big trucks. You can do it with a pickup truck, man. It's so many different avenues you can go. You know what I'm saying? So don't subject yourself to one thing, and don't force yourself to do something because you are a veteran. You have options. You just have to go out there and utilize them. So the next thing we're going to hit on is we're going to switch the pace, and we're going to switch it over to real estate, and it's pretty much mobile homes. We're going to talk a little bit about mobile homes for everybody, you know what I'm saying, who want to be like an investor that don't want to do something that's hard work, you feel me? All right, so yeah, like I said, we're going to hit on this mobile homes. When I get to talking about mobile homes, this is something that's fairly new, you know what I'm saying? Me and him both got into this. He introduced me to the game of mobile homes, and the biggest thing I've seen from it is it's a lucrative market. And when I say lucrative market, you can get mobile homes at a cheaper price, put less money into them, and make way more money. Or you can do what they call wholesaling, flip them things, and you just put a little bit of work into them and make a profit off of it. As long as you turn in a profit, anything better than nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's all about being an investor, you know what I'm saying, willing to step out there and give it that shot, you know what I'm saying, creating passive income for your family. So now I got a question for you, Mr. Holmes. What's out of all the things that you done learned so far in mobile homes, what do you think is the most valuable? What you think is the most valuable information to give people?
Oh, you got to get off your ass.
That's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing. You just really gotta. It's really about networking as well, and just talking with people, because a lot, every night and every morning, the first thing I do is I try to look on deals for Marketplace. Mm-hmm. And if I don't find no deals on Marketplace, then I go drive around to different mobile home parks. Mm-hmm. So the very first mobile home park I got into, I just happened to drive through a neighborhood around the corner from where I stayed, mm-hmm. and the lady had a big for sale sign by owner. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna kick your ass, EJ, but thank you. But let me start. So the first mobile home I invested into, I was just driving into a mobile home park, and the lady had a for sale sign, for sale by owner sign in the window. I just went and knocked on her door and asked her what it was, and she was willing. She was just trying to make a quick buck because she had already got approved for Social Security. Mm-hmm. So she was just like, "Hey, I saved my property for $4,000. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1995 Fleetwood." And at the time,
Fleetwood Coupe de Ville.
I was just so happy to, find a mobile home for so cheap. I really didn't care, didn't know too much inside. But boy, it was a headache. But then at the end of the day, it was also a blessing. Because, that was the only mobile home I put in a lot of work into. And then when I started buying the other ones in that park, because I got real cool with the park manager.
That's valuable. Check that. Listen, that's a bomb right here. Get cool with them park managers, because when you get cool with them park managers will give you discounts, and they give you, if you get real cool with them, they give you a line on the property before they put it out there for everybody else. So that's why it's very important to get cool with them park managers.
And yeah, like back to what he was saying, as far as with the park managers, that's where I was able to buy 3 more properties in that mobile home park, because I got cool with her. And how I approached her, I told her, I wanted to help her, solve a couple problems. I asked her, who in the mobile home park that you needed to either get moved out or change. And she gave me the number to a few of them and said, "Hey, I need these people off my lot."
You need the people off your lot. Okay.
She need the people off the park because that some of them was causing some type of problem. So she was able to give me their number, gave them a call, made an offer, and then I was able to buy they mobile homes. And from what I learned from the first one, how I like to do it, everybody else is different. There's many ways that you can do it. So like I was saying, there's many ways as far as that you can get into the mobile home business. Like he was saying earlier with the wholesaling. With wholesaling, you ain't got to put no money down.
Zero.
All you got to do is kind of, like I said, get in contact with the park manager, see what mobile homes in that park, what people want to sell their mobile homes. So for instance, if one of them wanted to sell me theirs for $2,000. So what I would do, I had the money at the time to buy it. But if I didn't have the money, I wanted to wholesale it, what I would do is I would go on the marketplace, I'd take a couple pictures, get in contact. Once I got in contact with the person that owned it, sign a contract saying, give me 30 days and I'll be able to get this, sold. So what you do with that is you go on the marketplace, advertise it for them, kind of like a sales agent.
Okay.
And for instance, how I did mine, I put it on Facebook Market for $10K. So in that instance, if you was to get the buyer to sell, they will pay the $10K. $2K will go to the owner, and you done profit $8K. That's without you putting any money down.
Zero money down. Once again, zero money down. So one I want to talk about is one I ventured into, and that is buying and flipping. Buying and flipping it takes money, but at the end of the day, it's all about the profits you want to turn. Like you said, he was able to accumulate 8,000 off of 2,000. Well, shit, I'm trying to accumulate, god dang on 3-4 times the profit when I'm flipping it. But at the same time, it's all about the type of what I feel like I want to give out of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just give nobody a certain type of home. I want to be buy a home and make it comfortable for somebody to live in, because one person's trash is another person's treasure. So revamping it, and I had a amazing team that helped me. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to my team. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for all the hard work y'all put into it. It took us a couple trips. It was a lot going on, but at the end of the day, it was a beautiful experience, and I would have rather experienced it with nobody but y'all. So we didn't got the mobile home done. And all it is just listening on the market and waiting for people to pretty much bid on it and somebody to get it. It's simple as that. You know what I'm saying? You get out what you put into it. That's my biggest thing and my biggest spiel. So, I mean, it's really not too much to hit on with that. Like I said, this is just another avenue to grow your cash flow and create passive income. Not saying you have to do it, but you know what I'm saying? We just want to give y'all a little information on some business ventures that we branching out into that we done learned about that can create some lucrative cash flow. You know what I'm saying? We got other ones, you know what I'm saying, but we saved that for another time. Another day. We gotta keep this content going and keep pushing and keep flowing. You feel me? So the last thing I want to hit on is everybody know it's the holiday season. And it's going to be some good food out there. And there's going to be some people out there that not going to be able to receive this food. So with these people not being able to receive this food, you know what I'm saying? The less fortunate, homeless veterans, or even veterans who don't even have that person that they can share a holiday with, hit us up. We're trying to figure out where we can deliver some meals. You know what I'm saying? We're willing to do some Meals on Wheels, and we're willing to do some where we set up a location and give out food there. You know what I'm saying? Get them bellies fed. And right now we got it to where we're going to have 2 different meal options. We're going to do 75 of each. Like I said, we're trying to give out 150 meals. And let's give a shout out to my girl, Tangie Harvey, my auntie. You know what I'm saying? Queen's Kitchen. We're going to speak it into existence. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell you something, man. If y'all ain't never had no good food, boy, that macaroni she make be busting. Let me tell you, jump on it, man. I'm telling you, we trying to do that towards around the holidays. So, if you guys have any information that you want to pass to us on where we can go to set up and pass out some meals, and be able to, just give somebody a meal for the holiday. You never know how that affect a person. A warm meal, a warm good meal like that, because I'm telling you, her quality, man, she gonna be taking some people out of business. Excelente. I'm telling you. So yeah, drop down anything below. Like I said, below. As a matter of fact, make sure you like and subscribe, and you share this video,
because what the kids be saying.
We want people to see what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? We want to build from this, and the only way to build from this is for you guys to put our stuff on your platforms, drop comments, and you know what I'm saying, add to it. We can all build together. You know what I'm saying? We can be a team. So make sure y'all go ahead and drop down below, you know what I'm saying, any information on where we can pass out food. You know what I'm saying? I know downtown, you know what I'm saying, we just want some locations, and actually we located in Columbia, South Carolina. So if y'all,
Charleston, Charlotte, Augusta, anywhere, Spartanburg, anywhere,
just let us know.
We help veterans worldwide.
Worldwide. You ain't even got to be located in South Carolina. We'll help you. But as far as the food, we only can cover South Carolina right now. You know what I'm saying? So just give us a little information and let us know, you know what I'm saying, where we can make it happen and make this thing a beautiful experience for families on this beautiful holiday. You feel me? Yeah, man, a lot of good information today. You know, like I said, drop them comments down below, because we need this information ASAP, because we're trying to get this thing rolling, and we're trying to get everything pushed before this holiday season. And it's now the 4th. You know what I'm saying? We need information. So let us know what you guys find, man. We giving them pretty much a brief overview. They went over filing claims. We went over supplemental claims, high-level reviews.
Intent to file. Like we said, intent to file. And one more time. Intent to file.
And check this out. Biggest thing of all. Hit up the National Archives if you can't get your records. You can get your records from there. Then we switched it over, and we hit trucking. You know what I'm saying? A lot of gems dropped there. Hit a little bit on the mobile homes.
Look in the link so you can get that waiver.
Down below. It'll be down below. We hit on mobile homes. It's another lane of passive income. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then we finished it with our Christmas giveaway. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be some good meals. If you sharing this holiday alone, make sure you come share it with us, or you hit us up so we can bring you a plate. And we can make sure you feel special with us, you know what I'm saying? You got anything you want to say to the people before we head up out of here, my brother?
No, but hey, I do want to say shout out to my badass kids that just wanted to come break in, my little soldiers. Mm-hmm. Hey, I do love y'all, and I do want to wish everybody a happy holidays, because I do understand that this is a tough time of the year for veterans as well. That may have lost some people, and that are dealing with mental health.
Right. So
please, I just hope, if anything, if you at least listen to this, hey, if you need anybody to talk to, or just, please inbox us, and hey, we're here. That's my biggest thing, is just helping out other veterans, because I've been through it as well.
Mm-hmm. And that got another thing to hit on that. If you want our information and you want to get in contact with us to set up anything or just talk to us, I'm going to drop a link below as well. It's going to be our digital business card where you can go set an appointment up with us. You can click on our social media and learn a little bit about our organization. Make sure you hit us up. You know what I'm saying? We're willing to help in any way possible we can. You know what I'm saying? If we're able to help you, we're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And this concludes our podcast.
Wait.
Eddie!
I spent my whole life thinking out the box. Boxing homies 3-on-1, got DP, but I ain't dropped. Chirp on me, here I come. Spin around the block, they blurped on me. Said I ran a stop sign, but that's a lie.
I spent my whole life staring at the stage, playing Sega, daddy smoking Sherm, mama playing spades, catching vapors. Grandma said I get some Jordans for my grades, that's my baby. When she died, my heart broke 100 ways. I spent my whole life trying to make it, trying to chase it. The cycle of a black man divided, trying to break it. You take a lost shit, don't cry about it, just embrace it. Mine a setback for major comeback, that's my favorite.